Hey traders, welcome back to another daily profit and loss recap video. Today is Wednesday, September 13th. I just finished up trading for the day and I locked in $356 in profits. Much like yesterday, I only traded one stock today, and that was a short position in AXLA. And in this video, we're going to talk about why I decided to short sell this stock, how I was able to bounce back from my initial losing trade in this stock, and talk about the overall thought process behind the trade so that hopefully you can take something from my trading and apply it to your own. Okay, so first and foremost, let's take a look at the chart here for AXLA. Yesterday, we can see it had a very strong run to the upside, kind of consolidated a bit, trended slightly higher in the extended hour session. And then this morning at the market open, we get this quick false breakout above that previous day's high before it starts to fade back down. Okay, now I want you to compare this to the chart of CGC yesterday. If you watched yesterday's profit and loss recap video, you know that I short sold CGC and I made a nice profit in doing so. And we can see the previous day has a run to the upside, mostly kind of just consolidates, trends slightly over the extended hour session. The market opens, we get a false breakout above that previous day's high, and it fades back down. So obviously this price action is very similar to that of AXLA's, and that was kind of what I was basing my short trade on today with the stock AXLA. Alright, so all of that being said, if we take a look at the 1 minute chart, we can see that it initially starts to break out above that previous day's high right at the market open, but that push higher does not last long. It comes straight back down, and that to me at the time was looking like the false breakout that I was looking for in order to start my short position. So I decided to take a starter short position. I had 4,000 shares at an entry price of $1.39. Now it does move in my favor a bit once I get into that position, but it quickly was able to rebound and started to squeeze up to new highs. And because this stock has so much momentum lately, if we take a look at the daily chart, we can see that not long ago it was trading at just 10 cents a share, and now it's all the way up well over $1 per share. So I didn't want to be stuck in any kind of bigger squeeze here if this happened to, start running to $2 or higher. So that being said, I stopped out once it made a new high of day. Took a loss on that initial trade of $676. Now this is where a lot of people go wrong in their trading. If you're getting back into a trade with the sole purpose of making back a loss from a previous trade, more often than not that's going to be an emotional trade, and that's just going to lead to more losses. However, there's nothing wrong with getting back into the same trade if the price action is starting to once again align with your trade plan, and if you simply execute a good trade, there's a good chance that you're going to make back those losses. So that was kind of what I was doing this morning with AXLA. I took that initial loss, I saw that it started to reject this 160 area once again, and I re-shorted 4,000 shares in the 153 area. Once it started to then pull back and consolidate here, there was not a lot of strength into these bounces. There was looking like a lot of sellers were coming on the tape. So I added a few thousand more shares. And then I was able to lock in some profits once it started to crack underneath the VWAP here. I held on to the rest of my shares, hoping for a bigger sell-off in the morning, but it had this quick breakdown that was immediately brought back up. And to me, that was starting to look like it was going to push back up and reclaim the VWAP. So I locked in the rest of my profits right in this area. Ended up not only recouping my $676 in losses from my first trade, but I actually ended up with a profit for the day of $356. And I would say that the reason that I was able to do that, and the lesson from this trade, is that obviously it's very important to stop out once your risk level is reached. Even though in hindsight this initial trade would have worked out, it would have came right back down and I would have been able to make a little bit of a profit on that first trade without having to take that loss. This still just as easily could have ran up to $2 or higher, and then that could have turned into a massive loss. So keeping your losses small obviously is rule number one. Rule number two is add into your winning trades once the price action is starting to confirm your trade plan. So once this started to show that there was not a lot of strength into this bounce, once I saw that there was a lot of sellers coming in on the tape, that to me was a sign that this was going to go lower and it was going to continue working in my favor. So I added a few thousand more shares into this position, and just by doing that, I was able to add $388 in profits, which actually is what brought me from being at a loss for the day up to a profit. All right, but that was my one stock that I traded for the day. The market has been very slow lately at the market open. Not a ton of opening range breakout setups, not a ton of big movers. So I'm trying to just take what the market gives And in the past couple of days, those have been short positions in these stocks that have been running to the upside. So hopefully you found some value in this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you want to hear about these stocks that I'm trading in real time, as well as work with our team of traders, get access to our day trade and swing trade alerts, our detailed trade plans, our live custom scanner streams, and so on and so forth. All of that can be found in the Market Master group. There's going to be a link down below in the description for you to get signed up. Anyway, thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck with your trading.